India's political journey cannot be told without mentioning the Indian National Congress. When India gained independence in 1947, the country was young, divided, and full of challenges. Someone had to take responsibility to guide the new nation, and that role largely fell on the Congress and its first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. Nehru led India from 1947 to 1964 and helped shape the foundations of the modern Indian state. He built democratic institutions, promoted public sector industries, and pushed India towards science and education. In those early decades, Congress was not just a political party, it was almost the entire political system. For a long time, winning elections for Congress was so common that many people joked the real contest was often inside the party itself. After Nehru, leadership eventually moved to his daughter, Indira Gandhi. This also began a pattern that critics often highlight: the growing dominance of one family in the party's leadership. While many leaders came and went, the Nehru-Gandhi family remained the center of gravity within Congress. Indira Gandhi built a reputation as a strong and decisive leader. Major decisions like bank nationalization and the abolition of privy purses showed her willingness to take bold steps. Her leadership during the 1971 war, which led to the creation of Bangladesh, boosted her popularity greatly. For a time, she stood among the most powerful leaders in the world, and Congress seemed almost unbeatable. But power also brought controversy. The emergency from 1975 to 1977 remains one of the most debated periods in India's democracy. Civil liberties were restricted, opposition leaders were jailed, and press freedom was tightly controlled. It was a reminder that even the party that once led India's freedom movement could face accusations of concentrating too much power. Another deeply sensitive and defining moment came in 1984, during the final phase of Indira Gandhi's leadership. In June, the Indian Army launched Operation Blue Star inside the Sri Harmandir Sahib to remove armed militants. While the operation aimed to restore order, it caused severe damage to one of Sikhism's holiest sites and led to significant loss of life, leaving deep emotional scars among Sikhs in India and abroad. Later that year, after Indira Gandhi's assassination, large-scale anti-Sikh violence erupted in Delhi and other cities, widely known as the 1984 anti-Sikh riots. Thousands of innocent people were killed, and many families were displaced. The failure to stop the violence in time and allegations of political involvement raised serious questions about accountability. Even decades later, these events remain a painful memory and continue to influence how many people judge the Congress party's legacy. After Indira Gandhi's assassination in 1984, leadership passed to her son, Rajiv Gandhi. Rajiv initially appeared as a fresh and modern face, promising to take India into the technological age. His government encouraged computers and telecom expansion. However, political controversies and scandals also followed, showing that the Congress brand was no longer untouchable. Rajiv Gandhi's political journey came to a sudden and tragic end in 1991 when he was assassinated during an election campaign in Tamil Nadu. He was killed in a suicide bombing carried out by the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam, a Sri Lankan militant group. His death shocked the nation and marked one of the darkest moments in India's political history. It also left the Congress party without a clear leader at a critical time, adding to the uncertainty and transition the party faced in the years that followed. In the early 1990s, P.V. Narasimha Rao led India through a severe economic crisis. Under his leadership, India introduced major economic reforms in 1991 that opened the economy and reshaped the country's development path. During the late 1990s, the Congress party also went through internal turbulence. One of the most dramatic moments came during the leadership of Sitaram Kesri. Sitaram Kesri served as party president from 1996 to 1998, but his tenure is often remembered for the unusual internal power struggle that followed. In a dramatic episode in 1998, he was effectively pushed aside when the party brought in Sonia Gandhi as its new leader. The incident reinforced a perception that within Congress, leadership often returned to the Nehru-Gandhi family whenever the party faced uncertainty. Later, Congress returned to power under the United Progressive Alliance led by the Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh from 2004 to 2014. His government introduced major welfare programs and saw strong economic growth for several years. Yet throughout these decades, the shadow of the Nehru-Gandhi family remained central to Congress politics. Sonia Gandhi became one of the longest-serving party presidents and played a key role in shaping the party's direction. For supporters, the family symbolized continuity. For critics, it symbolized a party that struggled to move beyond dynastic politics. By 2014, the political landscape of India had changed dramatically. The rise of Narendra Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party reshaped national politics. Congress, which once ruled India for decades with ease, suddenly found itself fighting to remain relevant. Today, the most visible face of the party is Rahul Gandhi. Over the years, he has tried to reconnect with voters through campaigns, speeches, and long nationwide marches. These efforts generated headlines and social media attention. However, critics often say that while the marches cover thousands of kilometers, the party still struggles to travel the last mile, converting attention into consistent electoral success. Another challenge is messaging. Rahul Gandhi has introduced many slogans and campaign ideas, but many fade quickly. In modern politics, successful campaigns often revolve around one strong idea that people remember easily. When slogans change frequently, the message can lose clarity. For a party that once shaped the political language of the country, the struggle to define a clear narrative has become one of its biggest problems. Analysts also point out that Congress often looks like a party searching for its next identity, part legacy institution, part opposition coalition builder, and part family-led organization still trying to reinvent itself. As India moves toward future elections, the stakes remain high. Many observers believe Congress must rebuild its grassroots strength, bring new leadership into the spotlight, and present a clear national vision if it wants to regain momentum. For a party that once easily crossed 300 seats in parliament, even achieving around 100 seats today is sometimes discussed as a meaningful step toward revival. From 1947 to 2026, the Congress story mirrors the journey of India's democracy itself, full of victories, controversies, dominance, decline, and constant reinvention. The larger question now is simple but difficult. Can a party that once led India's freedom struggle and governed for decades reinvent itself for a new political era? In the end, much of that challenge returns to Rahul Gandhi. As the most visible leader of Congress today, his leadership may decide whether the party's next chapter becomes a comeback story or just another chapter in the long history of a once dominant political giant still searching for direction.